I don't know why I'm doing that in my ear. I can't even see a mirror, but I'm getting poncy-fied about my bloody ear. Candid photo to me is what, in my in my opinion. And remember with this channel, I'm not preaching and saying this is the way you should do things. I don't know why I'm doing that in my ear. I can't even see a mirror, but I'm getting poncy-fied about my bloody ear. Yeah, in my opinion, that is style that I believe when it should be. But again, my opinion. There's plenty of clients loads of clients still that want your traditional posing. To me, it's cheesy, but if that's what they want, that's absolutely fine. But the people that book me, they want 100% authentic, raw moments through candid photography. And the way I approach that is literally, I always say to my couples, as simple as possible. And it is simple because if you are one of them posy photographers, you're going to have to be directing all day, and you'd have to meet up with a couple and do all them pre-wedding meetups, which I think people still do. And when you do like the whole rehearsal and all that, that's never going to happen with me because I'm a documentary. Every wedding's different for me because I don't direct. I don't know what's going to happen. And I love it. I love that I'm going to someone's wedding with every wedding's different people, different cultures. I love it. I love the language barrier. I love going to weddings. I went to a wedding recently when the bride was French, the groom was Canadian. No, sorry, Matt. American, Boston. And Matilda, she spoke really good English, and I think most of her family did actually, but they, they're all French, so they were all talking French, and I love that. I love being in bridal prep and being with all this language barrier because I don't have to rely on people what they're talking about. I'm watching them. I'm watching their emotion, the way they look at each other, the way they make contact with each other. That's all to me. That's the most important thing. So yeah, I just always say to people, I turn up on your wedding day and I'm there as your witness. That is the best thing how I could explain my style. I'm your witness. I am there. I am your witness, the person that is not going to be getting paralytic. I want you lot to do that and have a good time. And let me be the witness. I'll be the next day when I send you the preview, all these things you don't remember. Whether it's because you're off your head or you had too many red wines, or it's not even just the drunkenness. It's the whole day. It's such a big buzz. And you're not going to remember everything, and I don't want you being on your camera phone recording stuff, That could be another good video talking about how I feel about that, about people with camera phones. But yeah, so I'm there as your witness, just to be there from the start to the finish. I don't do any posing. I'm just there, people watching, observing, listening. A big part of my skill now, which I've learnt over the years, and I've learnt from other amazing photographers that I follow, amazing documentary reportage photographers. It's not always about just, you have a fear that people are watching you, and you feel like you have to constantly be clicking. You don't. And I'm still guilty of it. But I try and tell myself, don't do that, because part of my skill and my job is observing, then raising your camera when that perfect moment's there, which could be like a split second long. So yeah, my style is, I keep going backwards and forwards here. As I've said, this is my third video. I'm still learning. Stick with me. Documentary, candid, photojournalism. That is I like to use them words. Like I said, I don't always use natural. I use natural, but I'd rather not. But obviously a lot of people use that over the other words I've just said, brides and grooms when they're looking for a photographer. The only one part of the day, and I think a lot of documentary photographers say this, like 5% of the day is directed, and that is group photos. So group photos, I always say to couples, I advise you to do them, because some people come to me and they go, "Yeah, we want your documentary style, Gary. We don't want none of them group shots." And I'm like, "That's fine." I personally recommend you do them because you're going to upset your mum, dad, your nan, granddad, and at the end of the day, they're the most important people on. They are so important to you. So just give them that one bit to me that they can have the photo on the wall. And I've got Mr. Ryan Gosling behind me because he's a top boy, and I love that film. But they'll have that behind them, that easy, basic photo of you, partner, mum, dad, either side, in a line, looking at the camera. I'm always honest with people. Like I said, this channel's honest. I'm always going to be honest. Group photos are the most boring photos no, and I don't mean that in a wrong way, but they're the most important photos. And I'm not just saying that to try and sit on the fence. I'm being as honest as I can be. They're boring for me as a creative documentary photographer. I want to watch people and be raw and have all these brilliant unstaged moments. Group photos, it's like school photos. Yep, next up. Blah, blah. I'm not like that. I've got more enthusiasm than that. But they are boring for someone like me that craves on the raw moments of a wedding day. But it is also probably the most important photo of the day. And I always say to people, 15 minutes. You don't need to be out there for an hour. Photographers that do that don't know what. I don't understand it. I've been at weddings as a guest when I've been out there for an hour and a half, 2 hours in the heat, 30 degrees heat. It's not fun. You don't want anyone doing that. I want to be as quick as possible so all your guests can be like, "Oh, that was amazing. I was expecting to be out there for 2 hours being bored out my nut." Go back to the bar, get on it, be with your mates, dance, drink, talk, enjoy the day. A wedding is a party. Apart from that 15 minutes of a ceremony, or if you're having a Irish Catholic wedding I've done once, that was about an hour and a half long. Apart from that, most weddings are 12 minutes long. That's it. After that, it's one big party. Just have a laugh. Just enjoy yourself. Do not look at it as a wedding. It is a party. You should not be being directed. I do not agree with it. I am not there for it was wrong, it would be 100% wrong if I was there at your wedding and directing everything because of my need for my portfolio. If I was just thinking the whole time, "Oh, I want this, I need this for my website," that's wrong. You are there for the couple. You are there for the couple. That is it. You are there to document all of these moments for them that no one else can do. You're the professional. You're there to do that. Let everyone else do their selfies. People are going to do selfies. There's no skill in a selfie. That's it. You look for them amazing moments, the framing that no one else can see, the beautiful light, the waiting, anticipating for that one moment of someone hugging and having that one moment together when they're looking at each other. They're the pictures that will never die. And I will go on another video. I'm thinking of other videos going along now. The whole trend thing at the moment. Don't even get me started on it because I will go on a rant. That can be another video. But at the same time, I don't want it making sound like I'm saying that documentary is the only way and it is the best way. I am not saying that one bit. All I'm saying is I believe that a wedding shouldn't be about the photographer thinking about their portfolio and posing. It should be about you and your friends and family having the best day ever. Remember, this wedding day is probably the only time, I always say this to people, you're never going to get another day when 100, say on average 100 people at wedding all going to be in the same room at the same time. It's never going to happen again. Never going to happen. There's going to be new people meeting each other that could become friends from that wedding. Your workmates meeting your old schoolmates, college mates. Brilliant. That's what life should be about. Just enjoy yourself. Just enjoy the day and have a good time. The other moment, the 2% of the wedding day, couple photos. So I don't like calling them portraits. I like more calling it couple time. It's just literally 15 minutes max, 20 minutes max. I say 20 minutes. 10 minutes. I usually 10 minutes before you sit down for dinner, we'll go do some photos. And then during, say if it's a summer wedding, I like going out for golden hour. So if we've got no clouds, blue skies, usually it's a nice way just before you first dance, or if people are having their dessert, and you two can get away for a bit because no one will notice you're gone then. And that is the most important thing I like to stay with. I don't want to keep taking you away from your friends and family. Everyone's like, Where the bloody hell are they gone? Oh, that bloody photographer's took my off again. He's taking the piss now. He's with him all day. I haven't even seen him. Do you see what I'm saying? It's one day. It flies by. Be with your friends as much as you can, and your friends and family. But couple photos, like the family photos of your mum, dad, and granddad, are so important still. You need some photos of you and your other half. Just a nice portrait. You know, we'll go out, and most of the time I like to keep people moving, because if you stand still, I know what it's like. I can't stand my photo being taken. I stand stiff and you like, you know. But if you hold hands, you relax and you walk, it's easy. Like, it's so easy. And I don't do any posing. I'm literally just talking. I'm having a bit of a laugh, bit of banter, make you laugh. Bang, 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 bang. Lovely, done. Let's go. That is all it is. The only thing I look for, you know, I don't want you thinking I'm just like, oh yeah, whatever. I'll obviously scout the venue and look for the best backdrop and light. And light is the most important thing for me. So I've got a little sun app, and I'll set exact time where that light's going to be. Then I'll frame a scene on my own, and I'll be like, God, that'd be lovely with the bride and groom. I'll chuck them in there, and then just have a bit of time on your own, just catch up. Because a lot of the day, you ain't going to be with each other. You're going to be mingling with everyone, so you're hardly going to get to talk to each other until like near the end of the. You know, I don't mean that in a like, you know, in a way to scare you, but it's the truth. You're going to be with everyone all day, with friends and family. You're going to be doing your rounds, mingling with people, seeing people you haven't seen for a long time. So use that time, the couple time, just to catch up. Just catch up. I'll chuck you in the good light and the good frame, the good backdrop, and I'll just be there. And then I'll just talk how we're talking now, you know. I'll have a bit of a laugh and talk about the day. And that's it.